Happy Floyd hunting, everyone. Welcome back. I want to go over Kombat 3 likely being possible. Obviously I can't confirm it, but Ed Boon has shared some very awesome messages, as well as Interloko, as most of you know, a very reputable Mortal Kombat data miner. I also want to share some tips out there real quick, those of you that are farming for Floyd. For those that aren't aware, there are 37 different clues for Floyd, and from my understanding, these do not have to be completed in order, and you don't have to complete all 37 of them. There's a lot of information out there right now, but there's really no short, easy guide around it yet, so I'm waiting to find out more before I share it so it's easier to digest. And I will share the filter logs here. These are some of the clues and what you can do to complete them. However, this is why it gets a little messy. These clues are confirmed to work for some people, but they don't work for everyone, and there's also a crowd of people saying there's a console bug right now, specifically the Switch. I believe the chances of running into Floyd is 2 in every 1 to 500 matches. Also, another quick tip, if you want to farm him as fast as you can crank the difficulty to very easy and just run through everything offline. Floyd also triggers in local matches. If you want to play 2-player, he can also show up that way as well. However, at the time of this upload, there's no concrete answer that I've seen or formula for unlocking Floyd, or in other words, getting all the rewards in an easier way. Again, once I find out how, I'm going to make that more digestible on this channel. Now, something I really want to share with you guys is the likelihood of Kombat Pack 3. It's something I've really been hoping for a while. So I want to share some information that sounds like really good news from Ed Boon, and some more information that sounds really good by Interloko. I'm going to start with Interloko, and there's a post that says Interloko has apparently found something in the files leading to more DLC. Interloko confidently states that I am confident T1000 is not the last DLC, which somebody asks why the change, and Interloko says I always look into the files, and the files are pointing to more DLCs. I think that's fantastic news because we are seeing a lot of new skins in the game. For example, Sector and Cyrax both have a downloadable skin that can be found for free in Invasions, that is in the Living Forest and the Tarkatan Colony. Now, these are cameo skins, but nonetheless, it's really nice seeing these new skins in Mortal Kombat 1. I think these might be the first MK1 skins to reach Mortal Kombat 1 except for Dark Raiden. I'm really hoping there's a chance for these on the main roster as well, however they have to work that out, but we'll just see how time goes. Now, Ed Boon shared these on his X yesterday. Let's run through them. In Ed Boon's first message, he says, let's try this again. Recently, there's been a number of Mortal Kombat 1 related news, events, and announcements. In case you've missed any of them, here are some posts to catch you up. Now, there's a trailer here for Conan, but in the post, Ed Boon says, it's hard to believe today marks the release of MK1's 11th DLC fighter. As Conan the Barbarian joins the roster in early access, you can see his gameplay trailer here. Now, everyone and their favorite pet has already seen the trailer and gameplay, so we're going to move on to the next post. For those of you who may have missed the details of how Conan plays in MK1, check out the most recent episode of the Kombat Cast that has a fully detailed run through of not only Conan, but also showcases new moves for Katana, Reiko, and Raiden. Now look, I know there's nothing really exciting about that one pertaining to this video, so I'm sharing these in order. I'm going to jump to the next one. If you see something cryptic in that message though, let me know. I think here's where we can dissect things a little bit more. In this post he says, with over 5 million games sold, seeing Mortal Kombat 1 still the top 15 most played PlayStation 5 game makes us very grateful to Mortal Kombat fans. Thanks for continuing to support NetherRealm Studio games. Mortal Kombat 1 is still doing really well. These charts are all PlayStation top 15, and Mortal Kombat 1 is just spots away from Minecraft and Roblox in all of these breakdowns. Both of those games being massively popular, I would say Mortal Kombat 1 is doing just fine, and there's gotta be a reason Ed Boon is sharing this again. Now, I could be the dummy, the deer in the headlights, the one standing in front of a semi-truck right now with the Terminator behind him. But hey, I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan and it makes me excited. We're not done running through the messages. Let's go ahead and look at the rest of them, and I want to break down my thoughts on them. With Conan getting into players' hands, we are excited to keep trucking forward with future DLC. And look, I get it. T1000 still is yet to release. That could be the only DLC that's left, and that's what he could be referring to. Or, I'm on a full tank of copium because I read that message and it makes me excited. Genuinely. I think a lot of people take MK1 for granted. I think it's a really good video game. As I always say, I understand the game has its setbacks, but the fighting mechanics are so good. You guys know where I'm going with this. I share this all the time. If they can keep putting out content like they are for this game right now, even though there's still some small setbacks, the balance and the fighting writing is great. The game is so much fun. Interloko is seeing more DLC in the files, which by the way, there's another message about that that's gonna disappoint some fans about one of the characters. I'll get there. I think everyone's aware of this one. There's a Mortal Kombat 1 Pro Comp coming up. This has been around for a while. I'm gonna jump to the last message. Ed Boon says here, the Ninja Oath. There must be some mistake. I didn't mean to let them take away my soul. Am I too old? Is it too late? Make of that what you will, but obviously I would say Ed Boon is very self-aware of all the reactions in the Mortal Kombat community, and I just have to say there's reason that he's got to be posting these, and I can't help it, it does instill hope that he does post these things. I really do think there is future content planned for MK1. I will say though, the highest upvoted comment right beneath Ed Boon's last message does irritate me. Cameo system was a mistake, cool thought, but a mistake nonetheless. I haven't poured the 100 of hours. That's it? Only 100? Alright, this guy's only put 100 hours in. His comment doesn't count. Anyway, he's saying he didn't put the time of MK1 in like he did with MKX and MK11. Please expand the creative writing department. No, I can't really knock him on that part. I do think the story could use some adjustments. And no, we didn't ask for cameos, but it's been a really fun feature. MK1 is one of the best fighting Mortal Kombats we have. And genuinely, I don't think by saying MK1 is the best fighting games is really even a hot take. Now, Interloko did share that it looks like there's going to be more DLC. And with a little bit of banter, Dynasty said $25 cameo fighter pack dropping in April. And then someone slid into the middle of the conversation and said 2 more characters, right? Jade being one of them. And Interloko said no Jade. And I think that's pretty wild because a lot of people were hoping for Jade and she was in the files there for a bit. I'm going to give my honest take on that real quick. Actually, I think NRS is going to continue putting more files in there to mess with us regardless if there's going to be another combat pack or not. Now, around the time that Fate Unknown had let us know there wasn't going to be a KP3, the files for Floyd seemed to have disappeared as well, which is kind of funny because it's like maybe NRS did that on purpose to play along with what Fate Unknown was saying or to fuel his conspiracy more if it's a conspiracy, because Floyd's files get removed, this patch comes out, and bam, we have Floyd. So with that said, should it be scarier that we're seeing more things in the files now? Like, is this a trick just to get us excited only to be let down? I think that'd be a pretty cruel joke. Little things like this too, it's nice that Scorpion's in the game now with the scar over his eye similar to the story mode when he has the beef with Bihan. Something I really want to share for all of you too, those of you that didn't have the rain variant of Tea House, it should be on your roster now for arenas. I think they gave it out to everyone for free that didn't have the stage unlock, so I think that's really cool. The channel is growing, I have you guys to thank for that. Seriously, thank you so much. And no matter which way this goes with content, I really hope they bring the Cyber Smoke skin. Let me know what you guys think about KP3. If you'd like to see more content in MK1, what your thoughts are and who we should see, like and subscribe, drop a comment to support this channel, and I will see you guys live and or in the next Update MK video. Much love and take care.